everybody. This is REO Speedwagon, and it's one of my very, very favorite songs of theirs, and it's a favorite all-time song. I have seen REO Speedwagon at least twice, and they're absolutely fantastic. The lead singer, he's just so energetic and so active. But so let me get to my point here. You know, everybody loves to go to a concert and hear their favorite bands and all that. But does anybody ever consider whether they consider themselves to be wage slaves or not? Because I'm guessing that even in the best of jobs, the repetition of the same song, which this one was Can't Fight This Feeling, and you know, even if they wrote the song and they, you know, made a lot of money off of one song, it's got to be boring. And even if you're making tens of thousands of dollars, you know, per performance, per concert, it gets to be boring after, you know, the 50th time or the 200th time. And, you know, just like your daily chores around the house, like, you know, just taking your medicine or your vitamins or your supplements and brushing your teeth and flossing. Yeah, it all gets, this is a really cool church. I've done some cemetery videos at this church. Maybe if you can see, look really, really closely, you can see the cemetery there. But I've gotten some really, really good footage there, and it's on top of the hill, so there's sunsets. But yeah, whenever you see, you know, the band members and singers and songwriters and keyboardists and you know, percussionists, they seem to love their job. And you know, their job, you know, their performance is only a couple of hours. The preparation, the travel, you know, that gets really old, and that consumes a lot of time. Whereas the performance and the clapping and the, you know, the flashlights on your cell phone, or you know, the lights that are on it that we put on at the end of concerts to show our appreciation and fondness for what they've done. Those highlights of their jobs are, you know, a thin margin of their routine, or their money-making routine, their career. And it must be very, you know, elating to be a band and be able to perform in front of people that give you so many accolades. But so when I heard the song today from REO Speedwagon, I'm going, you know what? Even the lead singer is, you know, he's burned out. He's done this so many times, and you know, a lot of newer songs that people put out just don't get the fanfare. They don't get the accolades that their earlier stuff got. So, you know, in order to please, you know, their guests and their fans, they play the same old thing. And so what is my point, antinatalist? What are you getting at? So what I'm getting at is that no matter what you do in life, if it's a job, if it's a chore, if it's something you really, really like, it gets old. And, you know, I will tell you a little bit about my chosen profession, if you will. So I do animal rescue, and I've done it for 30 years or more. And there's some things that just get so old. And, like, let me go over some of those things. Some veterinary visits are, you know, just repetitious and mind-blowingly boring or tedious, or they involve, you know, giving a lot of dogs medication. And giving dogs medication is not my favorite, especially antibiotics. You know, you have to be focused. You have to give it many times a day. In fact, the antibiotics that I am on for my tooth problem, I forgot today, so I'm 2 pills behind. But I always make sure to remember my pet's medicines. But, you know, what I deal with on a day-to-day basis is not very pleasant. It means clipping toenails. It means checking teeth. It makes feeling for lumps. It means bathing and grooming dogs. Checking ears, cleaning out ears, picking up a poop that, somebody left because they don't want to go out in the rain or the cold or, the snow, and they don't want to get their feet wet. I have one dog now, and I don't know why they are doing this. It's a toy dog, and they're pooping on the animal cushions or the dog bedding. It's very frustrating because it's just an extra thing for me to do every day. And treating wounds and such can be really messy. I once had a dog who broke his tail, and we had to cut the tail much, much shorter. Well, the healing time was really, really difficult. And before it was healed completely, he would sling that tail, and about up to 4 feet on my walls, I would have blood splatter. And anybody who does rescue or has multiple dogs knows about blood splatter. You can clip a toenail too short, and you've got blood, and it drips all over the place. It drips on the bed, it drips on the floor, and then they try to lick it, but it's just a real mess. So I've learned over the years to keep my styptic powder with me when I am trimming nails. But as much as I love my dogs, and believe me, I love taking care of them, I love every aspect about animal caretaking except the euthanasia part. But the day in day out work, the brushing dogs, keeping the hair off the floor, the lint roller, the cleaning up vomit off of couches and slip covers and even beds and comforters. That's nasty, folks. I mean, it may look glamorous to show online. It may look glamorous to show you pictures of my dogs in their holiday outfits or Santa photos, but the day in and day out work is not glamorous at all. It is a cleaning job. I've done some videos where I've shown, that I've squeezed the dog's anal sacs when they are getting their grooming, when they're getting their bathing. And it's messy, it's nasty, and that's why I do it when they're in water. But so yeah, I do a lot of messy work, and there's always muddy feet, and some of the males actually like to pee on the wall, because that seems to come with the territory of having a male dog. Even if they're neutered, folks, males just like to pee and like to mark things, no matter how young they are neutered. And I can vouch for that because I've, been doing this for so long. But, so even if, you really, really love what you do, it all gets boring, it all gets tedious, it gets messy, and you're always fighting, a mood shift or a virus or, a complication, that, interferes with your work, enjoying your work. So, I still have to take care of dogs, even if, I'm sick. Or even if, I'm extra tired and just, a little bit moody for that day or whatever. And, nice car. So anyway, REO Speedwagon, Mick Jagger, all these famous people that, give us pleasure through their concerts and their performances. They're also dealing with, boredom and routine. And, they don't always wake up feeling good on the day that they're going to do a concert. And I'm sure, you know, it takes a lot of mental preparation. And at least they can show up to work late, late in the day. And at least they only have to work for a few hours. But, you know, that's why, you know, people that perform concerts, they usually poop out by the time they're, you know, 50 or 40. But anyway, folks, you know, no matter who you are in life, you know, you're dealing with a struggle. You're dealing with, you know, routine. You're dealing with the same problems in your own household, your own family, your own children, anybody who lives with you. Same old, same old. And you're dealing with your own shortcomings too. And so it's just better never to have been placed into existence. Please do not reproduce.